kind of like Conor and Mayweather, those first like 4 rounds. I know Mayweather was studying him, but still he got hit with a lot of things he just didn't see because you can't emulate that if you
Connor
haven't
could
seen
have
it,
been
you
a
know?
great boxer. He could have been a great boxer.
Definitely has the pop for it.
Yeah, he's got a tremendous uppercut too. The uppercut that he caught Floyd with, you could snap Floyd's head back. Floyd was like, "Oh, okay,
yeah,
that was legit."
Yeah.
He just wasn't composed enough to go 10 rounds with one of the greatest of all time, the greatest of all time. I mean, if you want to look at guys that never got hit, Floyd went his entire career, got hit hard like 3 or 4 times ever.
Yeah.
He's defensively unparalleled. And he wasn't a mover. He stood right in front of you.
One of the, not always in his career, earlier in his career, would use his legs a lot. I remember nobody could literally touch him, you know? Like when he fought Diego Chico Corrales, was one of my favorite all-time fights, you know, because it was like, there was nothing for Diego to hit, and then all of a sudden he just bounced in his face, bop, left hook from like 5 feet away. That's a Mayweather that I think nobody could possibly maybe beat.
That was the pretty boy Floyd Mayweather. That was before he became Money Mayweather. Well, he started developing hand problems. You know, he broke his hands multiple times.
Or the Arturo Gotti Mayweather too.
Ooh. Oh my God, he lit Arturo
that was
Gotti
like his coming out party for the masses.
Yeah, he lit him on fire.
Yeah.
Because everybody knew Gotti was his blood and guts fighter, and everybody's like, "Oh, let's see how Gotti does."
And I remember seeing Gotti and thinking like, man, this guy's got hand speed. You know, he's got a good hand speed, good power. I think it should be the first couple rounds somewhat competitive. Not even close.
Not even close. I think Floyd's ability to shoulder roll and his ability to avoid shots and then land shots when you don't think he can is unparalleled. I mean, when he fought Canelo and he was like standing right in front of Canelo and Canelo's just whiffing, you know, he's like, oh my God, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing and weaving, that's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
And it doesn't look like it, but obviously when Mayweather hits, it cracks. Maybe he's not a home run hitter, but he's definitely like
precise.
A third base hitter, you know, because he hits guys and they're like, whoa, they feel it, and then he gets out the way. I think definitely the greatest boxer maybe in my generation, but not the best fighter. I would say the best, you know, brawler, boxer type fighter, Manny Pacquiao, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Destroyer.
Manny Pacquiao. He
fucking just
won world titles in 8 different weight classes. Who the fuck does that?
And the way he did it, like that I'm a huge fan of Cotto. I love this school, and the way that he beat Cotto, I didn't think nobody could ever do that to him. It was just like, bro, what the fuck? Man?
Well, his legs, Manny's legs are like tree trunks.
Yeah, and the
it's
hand
crazy.
speed, the power,
speed, everything.
I just always wish that the Mayweather Pacquiao fight would have took place many years before than when it did. You know.
Well, it also took place, and Manny went into the fight with a fucked up shoulder. I mean, he knew his shoulder was fucked before that fight, and just wanted that money, and just let's see what happens. Shoot it up with cortisone. Let's roll.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunate for us, man.
Unfortunate for us, but Floyd was smart. He's like, not yet, not yet. And waited until he started to fade a little bit. Like, okay, now.
Yeah.
After Marquez knocked him out.
Mayweather was, I think, one of the best too at doing that, like picking the opponent at the right time, like Shane Mosley, you know, when he got the Shane and stuff like that.
Well, Shane cracked him.
Yeah.
That was one of the hardest he ever
He
got
almost
hit.
went down to a knee, I remember. Yeah.
And then
Mayweather showed the dog in that fight. You know, after that he came back and got him. You know? Yeah.
Well, Shane, I mean, was a great fighter, but you know what Floyd brought to the table was that combination of discipline and technique and intelligence and just constant, steady improvement. I mean, that guy was a treat. He was a treat to watch. And he's still out there doing these exhibitions, which is hilarious. Picking up 10 million here, 10 million there.
Love it.
Fucking people up. People that have no business being in there with him.
No, I've seen some of like the videos of him getting like YouTubers and shit and just fucking torturing him, bro. And I'm a mean motherfucker, so I personally like to see that, you know. Especially when guys think like, yeah, I've been boxing for like 2-3 years, I could hang.
Hilarious.
Nah, you don't get it, you know.
It's funny because you think like, my hands are good, I'm moving, I'm good, I'll be all right. And then you're in there with him, pop! And he's like standing right in front of pop! And you're like, oh no. Like
a coiled like rattlesnake or something, you know?
He's a special fighter, and I think he set the bar for a lot of upcoming guys. Like a lot of these guys, like Gervonta, who trained with him, and all these guys. That sets the bar when you got a guy who's that good.
And then you see how many doors you could break down just by submitting to your craft and forgetting about the world and like there's a million things I could be doing, but I'm just gonna focus on this and everything else will come. And I think Mayweather's like one of the best stories for that. Like look at all he's accomplished outside of boxing as well, you know.
No, look, it's amazing what he's doing with business. I mean, I follow him on Instagram. It's hilarious. He's always in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and he's making making deals. Look at my cars. Look at my watch. This is my big watch. I got a bigger watch. Sometimes I bust out this watch. He brings in like a fucking suitcase filled with $1 million watches. It's like
boxing
it's
money.
Hilarious. Boxing money, man.
Money.
And his boxing money is different than everybody's boxing money now. First of all, because he made so much, but then on top of that, he continues to make money even after he's semi-retired.
You know, he had it under his promotions. I remember it was like either interview or something that I read that when him and De La Hoya fought, I think he made a couple, I want to say 17M, something. It was like a good purse, but De La Hoya made like 100 million because it was under his promotion. And then right after that, Mayweather only did Mayweather Promotions, and that's when that came, and that's when he started clocking those massive checks, you know?
Yeah, but he spends a lot too, so he's got to keep that money flowing in. It's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a character. But the fact that he
like
goes over to Japan,
Reserve.
fights Tenshin Nasukawa, who's like had no business in there with him. He's a 126-pounder.
I would have liked to seen that kickboxing.
Oh my God, Tenshin would have fucked him up.
Yeah, I would have paid good money to see that kickboxing. Yeah, I really thought Tenshin is like he beat those fucking Lupini champions in the way he did it. I was like, fuck, bro, this guy's scary. Yeah,
his kicks,
those counter kicks, you know.
Oh my God,
and great hands for Muay Thai kickboxing. The speed, the accuracy. I think he's one of the better striker fighters we got to see for that time period.
No
he was
doubt.
Really crushing it.
But he's tiny.
Super
he's
tiny.
So small compared to Mayweather.
Yeah,
he just had no business being in there with him. A lot of people, like my friends, were like, "Duh, bro, that was a fixed fight." I'm like, no, it wasn't a fixed fight. There's a tiny guy against the best boxer of all time.
Yeah,
it's not
boxing.
Yeah, in boxing. It's just there's no reason why they just should have been doing that. It's like, but he's able to get guys to fight him. I mean, he's got MMA guys lined up. He's all these different people lined up. He goes over and fights these exhibitions. It's amazing.
Collecting checks.
Yeah, having fun, walking around with the ring card girl's card, dancing, not under no threat at all. And, you know, he's 46, 47 years old, still moves fantastic, still looks great.
I heard he lives a very disciplined life. Like, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. Yeah, he'll stay up late, but he's going to go right back to sleep and wake up and train, and it's like a constant thing for him. It hasn't left his system. So I think, like, when any dude is like, man, I'm done with this, and then 3-4 years you pick it up, he might not be the same, especially age passed by. This is a guy that you could tell he never left the gym. Maybe he left it when he retired a couple weeks, maybe, but he's like always in there. You know, you always see him working out, doing something, you know.
That's everything. And that's like Bernard Hopkins,